Hey there everyone, welcome to another Wuchang Fallen Feathers video. Today I've got something crazy for you. The most overpowered Longsword Feathering Build I have used so far, and it absolutely melts bosses in New Game Plus. We're talking huge damage and plenty of obliterations. I'll go over the best weapon, skill tree, Benedictions, Pendants, and of course, the playstyle and full combat rotation. So let's jump right in. Alright, we will start with the weapon. I'm using the Serpent Fang, easily one of the best longswords for feathering damage. You can get it by beating Lee Dingo, just near the Ferry Overlook Shrine in Mount Zenwu. It not only hits hard, but synergizes perfectly with our setup. We also use a one-handed sword as our secondary just to build Skyborn Might at start of the fight. For Jade Pendants, the one that really matters is the Crimson Pendant. The other two, honestly, just use whatever works for you. Now for spells, we are only using Ethereal form here. If you saw my previous longsword build, you will remember it's located in Zenwu Temple near the Zenwu Antechamber Shrine. Let's talk about Benedictions. Just use the strongest ones you got. I'm personally using increased damage and reduced damage taken during Skyborn Might, and other that boost obliterate damage and grant Skyborn Might. For Temperance, really simple, use the Feathering Damage Bone Needle. And use the other strength, agility, and tempering acupoints. Now let's look at the most important part of the build, Impetus Repository, the skill tree. Let's start with the left side passive tree. Focus on increasing mana potency and charges all the feathering nodes. Grab the Feathering Bone Needle under Temperance. These were the important ones. Go for anything else you prefer here. For the one-handed sword tree, we only need biding time. And finally, on the main longsword skill tree, take all the strength nodes, vitality nodes, agility nodes, longsword mastery nodes, and feathering nodes. This build was made for New Game Plus, but honestly, it works just fine in the late game of your first playthrough too. Now finally, let's talk about the playstyle and combat rotation. Start with your one-handed sword to build at least one Skyborn Might charge. Then as the fight begins, switch to your longsword. Use the Temperance and start applying pressure. Our main focus will be to keep up the ethereal form spell, to keep auto-evading and look for openings. Once you get the perfect opportunity, go for the charged heavy attack and then obliterate the bosses. After that, spam the light attacks and you will deal plenty of damage. This build deals ton of damage and lot of fun to play. Alright, that wraps up my overpowered longsword feathering build. If you try it out, let me know how it worked for you. If you found this build helpful, make sure to drop a like. Leave a comment if you have any questions or tweaks. And subscribe for more Wuchang Fallen Feathers. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.